So going to go over a trade recap today I had on ES. This is actually the wrong semi-paper trading account. I'll log into Tradeovate so that way everyone can see the executions here. So this is what ended up being the execution. So I'll put the execution down in a second, but I'll go through all the confluences. So starting on the hourly time frame, had a ton of draws of liquidity, both up, to be fair, to the upside and the downside. Was definitely eyeing these more because these were relative equal highs. And then we also had this huge imbalance left from yesterday. So we had these this fair value gap here, this huge imbalance left again from yesterday that has absolutely not been tapped into yet. Obviously, I was not going to think we were going to fill the whole thing in, but I thought we were going to start moving up, start taking that out. I knew for sure, though, that these relative equal highs were going to get taken out before these lows were getting taken out, especially with us breaking 5-minute structure to the upside. So that leads into the next confluence. So 15-minute, we had this nice bearish order block right here. So we had this move up for the move down, and then we had price obviously lingering around here around macro time. So I'm obviously eyeing this 15-minute bearish order block right here to see if we respect it or disrespect it, and obviously we see we disrespected it. So on the 5-minute, we kind of knocked out two birds with one stone at the same time. We did break 5-minute structure to the upside, so we had a CISD to the upside. Not only that, but we also had a market structure shift too. We also formed that 15-minute breaker block. So on the 1 minute, once we closed right above this, is exactly when I entered long, and here I'll enter. I entered right on this candle open. Oops. So it was right on this candle opening. I keep moving this. How do I do this? Okay. Okay, that is not where my stop loss was. Trust me. So we had stops just above this fair value gap right here, and I was targeting above. It should have been right around 86 right here. So this was my take profit. Should have taken partials. Once we got up to here, I should have dropped 3 and just left 3 running. I ended up not doing that, so it was kind of my fault. Would have had a much better trade instead of it being break even. But obviously, once we closed completely above these relative equal highs here was when I moved stops to break even for obvious purposes, because there's a chance that it reverses, and lo and behold, the market ended up reversing on it. So was overall an all right trade, I think. I executed exactly how I wanted to. Had pretty good strong draws of liquidity. Again, was kind of having my take profit in a little bit of no man's land. Not really, I wish it was a little bit lower, this order block, so that way that could have been more of a target more than a break even point, because I think relative equal highs are more of a take profit area, not a break even point. I think maybe a New York session open is more of a break even point, or a stronger draw of liquidity is a break even point, and not necessarily a relative equal high. So it is what it is. Could have taken partials up here for sure instead of just kind of running and gunning it, but it is what it is. It was a pretty good trade. I'm gonna follow all my confluences. It was pretty good with news today too. Not a whole lot of news, to be honest. We had PMI at 845, and we see, or 945, sorry, and that 945 candle was kind of just a slightly bigger doji candle. Wasn't really much. And then we had unemployment this morning. So that was all the news that we had this week. Price presented itself pretty good today. At least this area, I thought after we swept this, and obviously we see a fairly aggressive move to the downside, I thought it was pretty sure that we were going to take out these lows, but we kind of ended up just, we're kind of just chopping right now. If we look in the 5-minute again, doesn't look the cleanest. We might revisit back up here, but yeah, it ended up being a break-even day. It was a little lame. Could have definitely done a little bit better. But I entered exactly when I wanted to. I found the confluences that I liked, and I followed my trading plan. So at the end of the day, if you follow your trading plan, you follow your trading strategy, you won the day. Rather, you made $25,000 a day, or you lost $400 that day, or you're break even, you follow your trading plan, you follow your trading strategy, you win the day. So it is what it is. Had potential, was a good looking trade, just didn't get it done.